So what is this picture? Katie, it's a flower. But how do you know that? How do you know that it's a flower? Does it look like a flower? So how do you know? The color? Okay, the color. Ashley? Uh, different colors and the shape? Okay. But the colors differences, all pictures have that. So how do you know that it's a flower? Shape, it looks like a flower, okay. So today we're going to discuss a very famous American painter named Georgia O'Keeffe. She died in 1987. So around the same time that y'all were born. She grew up and became a very beautiful and skilled painter. She's born and grew up in New York and then moved to New Mexico. She had two very different places that she lived. In New York, the city was very big, and in New Mexico, it was a very desert-like environment. She loved both areas. You can see the picture right there. Her painting, Georgia O'Keeffe's painting. She enjoyed painting different things and in the environment. She painted buildings in New York, as you can see. As you can see, they're kind of blurry. It's similar to Pablo Picasso's paintings, and this type of painting is called abstract. She would paint stuff from the perspective of a bee. You can see from the picture. She wanted people to notice little details. It's kind of like the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Their perspective changes when they are shrunk down to a smaller size. What's another example? The Lego movie? I've never seen that before. Anyway, so in the movie, there's a scene and there's water flowing, and the water is very big. Anyway, so back to the discussion. So Georgia wanted people to notice the little details about different things in the environment, as you can see from this picture. She wasn't really the first person to use abstract painting. That was Pablo Picasso, who kind of was who did it first, but they were different types of painters. She also enjoyed painting bones and skulls. She'd go walking. She'd find a bone. And she'd bring it back to her home and paint it. She'd hold the bone in the sky and see all the blue sky and would paint it so it all looks similar. You can see an example of it there. People thought she was quite odd for painting bones. She didn't care. She enjoyed their shape and how they looked in the sky. She didn't care that it was a bone. Here's another example of a bone she's painted. And this is also a building in New Mexico that she painted. They're very different from the New York buildings that she painted. But it kind of has a similar color. Georgia really enjoyed painting in the environment and the things in the environment. So now we're going to imagine that all of you are a bee or an ant or any sort of bug, really, and your perspective of a flower, and create that from the perspective of the bug you are. And we're going to paint that and draw that. You don't need to have the stem or leaves. Just imagine all of the details in your head.